This is 6ix9ine Lifestyle Reviews coming back to you with another gun review. But this is not an actual gun review. This is a part 2 series to my Versus series that I'm doing for home defense. And the last series, the part 1 that I did a pistol, my Canik Mete SFT, and I did my Brigade BM9. And both of the calibers were in 9mm, but I would have to say the PCC won because due to the ammo capacity and also being able to have 4 points of contact. So don't get me wrong, if you have a pistol, it is still a great home defense weapon, and it's always better to have something better than nothing. So today I'm going to bring to you my part 2 series, and first I'm going to bring out the AR15. Yes, the full, well, not would say a full length. This is a 16-inch AR15 1-in-8 twist. It is a Brigade manufacturing upper and a Aero Precision Gen 2 lower. So an AR15 versus, get this out here. A 12 gauge AK-12, preferably, which is called the JTS, I think it's the JTS M12 AK. So if you want to say an AR-15 versus a AK-47 variant 12 gauge shotgun platform, 5.56, 223 versus 12 gauge. Many ways that you can say that. So this is going to be the versus battle today. So what do I want to start with? Let's start with the JTS. This is a great home defense weapon. I can say let's start with the pros. The pros to this shotgun is it's magazine fed, so there's no and both these guns are clear, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag. The pros are you can have it's a magazine fed shotgun, so you can be able to have your reloads very fast. I can get rid of 10 rounds in this shotgun in under 3 seconds and have another mag in there in another 3 seconds. Unlike having a standard 12 gauge where you would have to flip and then load the shells in and then pump it and then get ready to go. That's another pro that I can say about this shotgun. Also, it being in the AK-47 platform, it's a variant. So it's basically off of the Sega 12 and the Vepr 12. So it is very durable. The AK platform in a whole is a very durable platform to have. That's another good thing that you can have about this shotgun. What else I can say? And yes, you can spin rounds very quickly. Instead of, like I was saying, pumping the shotgun and shooting and pumping and shooting, I can just, since it's semi-automatic, as fast as I can pull the trigger, it will go. So that's another plus about having this shotgun. And you can also have different style rounds for a shotgun. Unlike the AR-15, you pretty much stuck with 223 5.56. Yes, you may be able to have let's see here, soft tip ammunition. You got your green tips, you got FMJ, you got your boat tail hollow points. So you're able to have different versions of it, but it's not really too much of a difference, if you know what I mean. Other than having penetration effects or the grain being heavy enough to go downfield. Say like if you have a FMJ 55 grain and a 77 grain Botel, the 77 grain projectile, you would be able to shoot at a longer distance because the grain weight is heavy. But enough about that. With the shotgun, and I'm using my drum for an example, my 25 round drum. We'll get on the mag capability later. But you can have buckshot. So you can have, I believe this is either 9 buckshot balls in here. I can't remember the size diameter, but it is devastating. Yes, you do have to aim your shotgun, no matter if it's a pump, a semi-automatic. The bullets don't spread like in the movies. It's basically a slug almost out to 10 yards until it's able to open up and spread. So you're able to have buckshot. You're able to have a slug, just one nasty metal ball of just FU. And I love slugs. That's pretty much what I use in the JTS. You can go hunting with slugs, and I can drop pretty much a hog to an elk, anything that a bear. I could pretty much drop anything out there with the slug. Unlike a 5.56 or 2.23, some states won't even let you hunt with them because of I believe the round doesn't have enough to knock down the animal, and I believe it's just they don't want the animal to be wounded and just go through a whole lot of pain, so it just doesn't drop it quickly. But I'm sure with shot placement with the 5.56, 2.23, you can get the job done. But a slug, it's gonna get the job done. And then next, you can have special capability rounds to me. This is a Winchester Defender 2 3/4 home defense load. It is a slug and buckshot combo. So I have a slug behind 3 or 4 buckshot balls. So this is very devastating, and I believe that you'll be able to get a lot done with this. Now, the buckshot balls will probably open up if you shoot it at a distance, and I'll call them liability balls, but you still have your slug to really get the job done. But it may be good if you have multiple attackers trying to fit through a door or something like that. So I love that round. And lastly, well, not lastly, but I have birdshot, but I really don't tend to use birdshot and it's put up. So I use pretty much self-defense, security loads, police loads. But lastly, you have, this is a special load. I know it looks crazy in there. This is a Hornady SST slug. It is 2 3/4. It is a 70 millimeter, 300 grain projectile, and it's basically a 50 cal slug for a shotgun. And yes, you can go hunting with this and drop anything you need to. So I can say the shotgun, the 12 gauge, is a very, very versatile tool. And out of the JTS here, I can almost use this like a rifle. I can have a few 10 round mags with me loaded up with slugs, and I have a a 70 millimeter projectile coming out of this barrel. So it's definitely something, and very fast. Like I said, it's semi-automatic, so I could turn this into a rifle if I need to. If I want to hunt small game, I can use birdshot and you can't really like just do that with a 223 or a 5.56. So I can say the pros also benefit or just the different types of ammunition you can use for a 12 gauge. Another thing that I also, like I said, the mag capability or the mag size. Some states won't only let you have 4 to 5 rounds to hunt. And some places will only let you have shotguns, so you can change the mag count. I have 2 5-round mags put up, but I can have that to hunt with. And if I want something a little bit more so I can feel comfortable for personal defense, I can have 10-round magazines and load that up with buckshot. So you can have a lot of buckshot balls. I can't remember the exact number, if it's 10 rounds in here, and I can't remember how many buckshot balls that I have, but you have over, I know, 80 projectiles coming at you at in 3 seconds. Unlike a 223, you get 1 projectile every time you pull. With a shotgun, you get whichever projectile you're using, like a buckshot, you're getting multiple projectiles at one time. So I can say in a CQB scenario, I would say the shotgun also is a winner in that area, due to the fact I can stop somebody with so much firepower very quickly and put them down, unlike having to have great shot placement with a 223 or 5.56 AR15. Yes, you still have to have good shot placement, but you're going, wherever you hit them, you're going to do enough damage to pretty much stop them and put them out of the fight. The 223 5.56 was really meant to wound, but we'll get into that later. But yes, I can say this is the AK-12, and going back to the mag capabilities. Not only after I can have 10-round mags, I can also have drums. So I'm gonna take this 10-round mag out, and I'm gonna pull out my drum right here. This is my SGM Tactical 25-round Vepr drum with a JB Weld modification done to the back of the feeding lip in order for it to lock in place. I need to make a video on how that's done, but yes, without that modification, it will tend to fall out. But let's just say for just Sega or Vepr, they have drums and those don't fall out. So let's just stick in the whole category of an AK-47 variant shotgun versus an AR-15. So you have drums, and you can have 12 rounds in some of the Sega Pro Mag drums, and then like you can have 25 round drums. I've even seen 30 round drums for the Vepr Sega platform AK-47 variant shotgun platforms. So I can have 25 rounds. Yes, it's a little bit more cumbersome, but this is more than enough firepower to get whatever is in your way out of your way. I wouldn't use this in like any practical use, but say like if there was just say like, I mean, it's great for the range, but say like if there was just some like sci-fi thing happened and you had to just drop something huge very quickly, and you needed to have enough rounds and enough firepower to do it, loading up this drum with 25 rounds of 300 grain SST rounds, you're dropping a freaking Terminator. So all I can say is this drum is definitely overkill. Hell, you can use it as a freaking table. So but I love it. It's great at the range. It's fun to have. And the problem with the drum, yes, it will hang up a little bit more than a standard magazine because on how that it's made. But If you clean it properly, it'll treat you right. So yes, this is the JTS, and I'll get into the negatives now. It's very heavy. It's over 9 pounds for me. This gun, I believe this gun is 9.6 pounds, but adding all the attachments on here, for me, I have a M-LOK rail system with a sight, grip. I changed the pistol grip out, sling, flashlight. It's up to 12 pounds. I think it's like 11.3 pounds, and so it's pretty heavy. You would want to be in a defensive role with this. I wouldn't want to be, just trying to walk around. But if I had to, secure and clear my house to make sure that everyone's okay, you got to do what you got to do. But to me, it's a very heavy weapon, and you want to be sitting in a defensive measure, maybe behind your bed with it, sitting out. If you're gonna go, I guess, clean rooms or just make sure your house is clear. I think it's 18.7 inches long or 18.5 inches long. So it's longer than a 16-inch barrel AR-15. So you would have to bring the stock up, so you'll be able to get in and out of doorways, and then you could bring it back out. But you could definitely shorten it down and still not hit yourself in the face, and then bring it back out. So that's something you would have to worry about. And then there's also, like I said, the plus of the mag capability for the shotgun, but it's also a negative. I mean, compared to the AR-15, I can have, if you really wanted to, I can have a 100-round drum. With this, I can only have 25 rounds, or I can have a 30-round mag. In this, I can just have a 10-round mag or a 5-round mag. So yeah, I'm shooting more rounds, but after 10, I'm shooting more projectiles out of that single round, but after 10, I gotta reload. And the mags are definitely a little bit more cumbersome compared to a standard AR-15 mag. Look at that. And I'm not flagging myself. You know my gun is empty. So look at the size comparison. I got 10 rounds of buckshot or whatever that I could put in here, and I got 30 rounds of 5.56, 223, whatever I can put in here. But if I really think about it, I can carry more of these on me, and I can't really carry no more than about 2 or 3 on me unless I had some type of chest rig or something. But I can slip 3 of these in each pocket if I needed to, if I didn't have anything, and be ready to go. So that's another, I can say, con or negative to the 12 gauge shotgun, is having this big chunky magazine. So yes, there are some negatives to the Sega pattern, Vepr pattern, AK-47 variant 12 gauge shotguns, but I can say they still are a great tool for home defense. You could do a lot of modifications if you really wanted to. For say, change the buttstock out to an AR-15 and have it fold, or add some type of AK-47 adapter to it and have it fold, so you'll be able to get into tight places. Another thing with this AK-47 variant shotgun, it doesn't have a buffer tube or spring, so I don't need a stock to shoot this. But if I didn't have my stock on here, then I wouldn't be able to have it be stable on my shoulder, and I wouldn't have a good shot placement because I'm holding it at a weird angle. So yes, you can do a lot of things with the 12 gauge pattern AK-47 variant shotguns. But next, we're going to bring up the AR-15. And so with the AR-15, I can already feel one of the pros right now. It's so much lighter. This AR-15 with everything on it, light, sight. I've changed out the grip. different buttstock pistol grip. I even have a Strike Industries or Personal Universal at the end, a blast mitigator. It's 9 pounds, and for me being 6'9", big man over 300, it feels like a paperweight to me. And I can just get down on my rifle nice, and I can hold it. Yes, you can add a sling to this, which I know I don't have one right now. So if you don't want to hold it, you can have it to your body. But I can say that's one of the pluses to having an AR-15 over that 12 gauge AK-47 platform shotgun, is because of the weight size and the weight capability. Next, I can say you can have different mag sizes as well. Just like I said in the beginning about the 12 gauge, I can have 30 rounds in here instead of 10 rounds. And wherever I put my shot placement, it could be very deadly. Now, a shotgun, you can be very accurate, but you can have good precision shots with an AR-15, and you know where the bullets are going. Unlike buckshot, or unless you're using a slug out of a rifle barrel, I mean, sometimes out of a smoothbore, you just really don't have an idea. It's not going to go, if you're using a smoothbore, it's not going to go the same place every time. Maybe like having a rifle barrel, but I know having this 1 in 8 twist AR-15 with 77 grain bow tail projectiles, it's deadly accurate. Another thing too, that about the AR-15, I can carry, like I said about the mags on me, I can carry more of them on me instead of having that big cumbersome 10 round or 25 round drum that I had. But if I really wanted to get crazy, what I use for home defense, I really just don't use a 30 round magazine. I use 240s, and they are together in a mag coupler. It's the MagLink from Magpool, and it's a 30+1, but I have a 40+1 on each side, and that leaves me with I think 81 or 82 rounds. So I really do enjoy having 80 rounds, almost close to 100 rounds of ammunition. And for me, I don't use green tips for home defense. I use 77 grain boat tail projectiles. It's basically a hollow point, and it's great for tissue disruption, and it won't penetrate through so many walls like a green tip or a 62 grain FMJ. But you will, for soft targets, it'll be devastating, and you will drop the target very quickly. And then you have on the other side, I have a 55 grain FMJ, and 55 grain FMJ is still known to disrupt soft tissue very good. Yes, it's gonna probably penetrate through more walls, but the 55 grain is not as heavy as the 62 grain. So when it hits something, it might be able to, like a few walls of sheetrock, it'll probably be able to slow down faster than a 62 grain FMJ or green tip. So that's what I use for home defense, and I love it. With that 80 rounds with my AR-15, it'll probably make this gun 10 pounds. I think it was like 10.5 pounds, but it's still very light compared to the shotgun. And like I said, I have 80 rounds, and I'm able to do my mag changes very quickly. So that's something that I can say about the AR-15 that is better in that role. Now, to me, personally, if I was to have some negatives about this, yes, it doesn't have the stopping power of a 12 gauge. Also, let's see here. For a home defense role, I'm not talking about just like at the range or like shit hit the fan type of scenario. But for home defense, I can't really think of too many negatives. Also, then the length as well. But compared to that JTS I had down there, it was a 18.7 inch barrel, or just 18.7 inches long. This 16 inch AR-15 is coming in a little shorter, but it is still long to, you know, maneuver in and out the doorways. So you would have to either, you know, shorten your stock, or if you have the stock at the position that you like, you'd have to bring it up over your shoulder, so you'll be able to get in and out of rooms, then be able to get down on it and take out whatever target you see fit, or whatever you're doing in that situation. So I can say yes, the AR-15 has its pros and its cons, but it's still 16 inch. It's still a great home defense weapon. If I was to choose, guys, if I was to choose between my I'm sorry everybody, my camera died. So I have to get some more, I have to get my battery back right again. But as I was saying, if I was going to choose between the Brigade Air Precision 16 inch AR-15 over the JTS the M12 AK Sheila, it would be very, very, very hard to choose. I think I'm going to leave that to you in the comments. Down below in the comments, tell me why you would use an AR-15 16-inch build in a home defense scenario over a 18.5 AK-12 or AK-47 variant 12-gauge patterned shotgun, or why would you use the 12-gauge AK-47 variant shotgun over the AR-15 16-inch build. So yes, this is 6ix9ine Lifestyle Reviews, and I'll be coming back to you again with more reviews down the road. So I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for supporting me, and I'm out. Have a good one, y'all.